Man, it's about to be the 4th of July weekend. I'm going to the spot early. I'm getting some sleep. You feel me? But first, I'm gonna get some noodles, man. I want some top ramen. That's what I want. I always get noodles, man. Noodles are good. But let me tell you something, man. Losing weight, getting older, man. I ain't never had this problem getting my stomach in shape. It was a lot easier, you know, 5 years ago, man, or 6 years ago when I turned 40. A lot easier to get my stomach in shape. I aged 6 years, but getting in shape ain't never been so hard. I'm having to work extra hard now, man. We're talking about running, like you gotta run, man, run for like miles just to see some results, man. 1 mile is not enough. You need like 3 or 4 miles of running, man. Like when you were younger, man, you could run like for only a mile or two and be good, you know what I'm saying? But nowadays, because you're older and you wanna stay in shape, you gotta watch what you eat. Eat healthy at least like 80% of the time if you really wanna be shredded. You see, when you're young, man, you don't have to watch your diet as much, you know what I'm saying? You know, but now you get older, man, shit, like, it's not like what they used to be. Shit, I ain't never had this problem getting my stomach in shape. That's why I say, if you got a six-pack, my brothers, keep that shit throughout your whole entire life. Never lose your six-pack. That means you gotta eat healthy your whole entire life. If you wanna maintain a six-pack your whole entire life, meaning that you gotta adopt that lifestyle until to the day that you die, man. You feel what I'm saying? That lifestyle, you gotta have that lifestyle until the day that you die. You can't turn it off and on, man. You can't just say, oh, well, I'll just work out for 6 months and then let it go. Nah, you gotta maintain that six-pack. Because especially after you hit a certain age, it's gonna be a lot harder for you to get, man. It's gonna be a lot harder for you to get back once you lose it.
Okay, grab that.
They have high mileage, they don't have full synthetic in 530. 1030. Other than that.
Oo, pero kaya ba?
Yep. Thank you. Man, it ain't like what it used to be. I remember when I was younger, man. I used to be able to eat anything that I wanted and stay in shape. Maintain a six-pack, and it ain't like that no more, man. You gotta have some type of a diet. Or you gotta be at least fasting, you know what I'm saying? Having 1 meal a day. Especially if you're gonna eat junk. You gotta keep it to a minimum, man. It ain't like what it used to be, man. Everything is extremely hard now to stay in shape. I'm past 45 now, so it's like, man, it's like, you gotta stay on a diet, man, my friend. You know what I'm saying? You get fat easy. It's like I don't recognize my body anymore, man. You feel me? You don't recognize your body. It's like, I remember I was so young and I was able to stay in shape. I was able to eat whatever I wanted and stay in shape. Stay in shape, man. Now it's not like that no more. Not like that no more, man. It used to be like that. I'm about to eat this top ramen soup. Over here, man. It's not like that no more, man. It used to be like that. Metabolism slows down after a certain age. You just can't be a glutton no more, man. That's why I say Adrian Broner, you're still young, man. He could still go back into boxing and become a heavyweight champ, but he don't want to do that. Did I say heavyweight? I mean welterweight. You know what I'm saying? I said heavyweight. Yeah, it's not like what it used to be, man, to like eat what you want and stay in shape. And stay lean, you know what I'm saying? When you're young, you got a high, fast metabolism, man. You know what I'm saying? You get over age 45, it's nearly impossible to get a six-pack. You basically have to eat like 1 meal a day to get a six-pack when you're over 45. You feel what I'm saying? If you want to be lean, right now I'm bulky, man. I'm not like lean at all. Well, I'm not on a strict diet either. Like when you get past 40, you gotta be on a strict diet, especially after you pass like 45. You have to be on a major six-pack abs diet. That means you can only have a cheat meal, like one cheat meal per week. That's how bad it is, man. That's how much you gotta. You feel me? that's how much you gotta fucking like be on a diet. You know what I'm saying? Because metabolism slowed down, man. You ain't no young buck no more, man. Guys over 45, they have a hard time getting a six pack. In your 20s, it was easy. You know what I'm saying? To get a six pack. But now you're over 45, man. You literally have to like take in less calories nowadays, man. That's why I say 1 or 2 meals a day. That's what made me lose weight. The fact that I wasn't eating enough calories. You feel what I'm saying? It took that much. I took it to the extreme to eating 1 meal or 2 meals a day. This is my second meal. These noodles. This is my second meal of the day, man. And then it's a lot harder to attract women. I noticed that, man. When I got over 30, that's when the problem started. I was having a hard time getting females after 30 years old, man. It was like I wasn't used to that shit. You feel me? And now I'm in my 40s. It's even harder than it was in my 30s to attract women. That's why I said I gotta get some skincare, because my skin is not looking like I don't have that baby smooth skin like I did in my 20s, man. I advise every man that's past 35 get skincare. You know what I'm saying? If you're having trouble getting young females or something like that. When you get past 35, your skin goes downhill, man. And your skin is important for attractiveness. I don't think my homeboy Dante, he realized that his skin is not as youthful as it used to be. So he has to get skincare. You feel me? Skincare will make you, skincare will make you look like skincare will make you look younger, man. If you get that skincare shit, your skin is part of your attractiveness, man. That's what makes you attractive. Good skin, small pores. You can't have big pores, man. That shit is, it's not good. Fasting is what brought my skin back, really. I mean, I got better skin now that I've been fasting. But we could take it up a notch, man, and go to the mall, man, and get some skincare, man. Skincare is part of your attractiveness. Some guys, they don't get it. You have age, man. Oh shit. Some guys don't get it. But they have aged. You got gray hairs and rough skin now, man. When you get past 35, your skin is like alligator skin, nigga. You don't look attractive with bad skin. You feel me? Fasting fix your skin. Fasting fix your skin too, man. It makes you have better skin. I noticed that. The moment I started fasting, that's when my skin became a lot clearer and it was a lot smoother and shit. But you can do better than that. Go to the store, pick up some skincare shit. If you're past 35. If you're past 35, Go to the store and get some skincare. That'll help you a whole lot. Some guys don't understand it. They thinking they still that 22-year-old guy. No, you're not. You're 50. You're 52. You're not 22 no more. And I'm gonna go to the store. I'm gonna go to the mall and get some skincare soon, man. It's a lot harder to stay attractive nowadays, man. You know what I'm saying? Please take care of your skin. That's part of your attractiveness. That's how you gonna get young bitches. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's how you get women, man. Women pay attention to that. Women pay attention to your skin, man. They do. If you got holes in your skin or you got bad skin because of aging or whatever, they pay attention to that, bro. Don't think they don't when they do. They do. I done heard females say, "Ew, the older man, their skin is like sandpaper." You don't got that youthful skin no more, man. I'm telling you. And dressing nice as an older man, it gets more important too. You can't have fucked up ass shoes on nowadays, man. Not as an older man. When you young, you can't get away with having fucked up ass shoes. Throw this away. I'm done. There's certain things that you can get away in your 20s. That you can get. There's certain things you can get away with in your 20s versus being in your 40s and 50s. Like in your 40s and 50s, you are not allowed to be broke, fucked up ass shoes on, bad skin. You better take care of your skin, bro. I'm telling you. Start fasting, man. Fasting is pretty good for your skin, man. I noticed, like I said, my skin started to started to clear up once I started to fast. Like tomorrow I'm fasting. I'm doing 1 meal. Today I did 10. Today I did 2 meals today. Okay. You feel me what I'm saying? I did 2 meals. And tomorrow I'll be doing 1 meal. Because when doing 1 meal, let me tell you something. It keeps my skin clear, man. It's not dry like it used to. I got old pictures of me like months ago before I started fasting. And I had dry skin all over the place, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Man, my skin was dry, okay? And then I started fasting. I started seeing my skin get clear, and my skin was even hydrated. I was looking at some of the pictures that I took after I started fasting. I noticed that my skin was so hydrated that it was like, you could look at it and be like, oh, he put something on his skin to look better. That's what it looked like when I started fasting. Look it up. Google that shit. Does fasting make your skin look clear? Yeah, it does. Just taking 1 meal a day in or whatever. You skip out on lunch. You skip out on dinner, you skip out on lunch, and your skin looks a lot clearer when you just have that one meal. You feel what I'm saying? I was like, damn, my skin looks a lot better. I started to look younger and shit too, man. I had less wrinkles on my face. Fasting, waiting till 6 o'clock to eat, because that's my mark right there. When I eat, I skip breakfast and lunch, and I have dinner around 6, and my skin started to improve. My skin was a lot more hydrated. I looked younger. I had less wrinkles. You feel what I'm saying? I had less wrinkles on my face and everything. I just look younger. I look better fasting, and that's why I adopted fasting, because it was just like making me look better. And my health is in my health. I had better health and shit. You know what I'm saying? So today I had 2 meals. Tomorrow we're going back to 1 meal, man. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm gonna have to do this for the rest of my life. 1 or 2 meals a day. That's it, man. And that one, but the thing is like once I had that meal, that big meal, and that 1 meal, it'd be a big meal. You know what I'm saying? I eat whatever I want. Pizza, rice and chicken. Steak and rice. Steak and rice. You feel what I'm saying? Burrito. You know what I'm saying? And I started noticing that my health was improving once I started to do the fasting thing. I felt my health improve a lot. I wasn't slurring my words anymore. I started losing weight. You know what I'm saying? And losing weight is good for your health. You feel what I'm saying? That's why when I see myself starting to gain weight, I go back to fasting again. So tomorrow, we're doing 1 meal because we did 2 meals today. You know what I'm saying? If Kevin Samuels would have knew about fasting, he would have been still alive. If he would have been doing just 1 meal a day, Kevin Samuels would have still been alive right now. He only died because he was doing 3 meals a day and he was drinking them Red Bulls. That's what cost him his life. If he would have had a nigga like me around him, I'm like, Kevin, what are you doing eating 3 meals a day and plus them Red Bulls? If you're gonna have your Red Bulls, don't eat in the daytime, man. Just have your Red Bulls. You know what I'm saying? Wait. And then eat 1 final meal before you go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? Just have dinner, man. Like me, I'll have a Rockstar, but I won't eat nothing the whole entire day until 6 after I have my Rockstar. So I'm not gonna be able to put on weight, or my weight is, or my blood pressure won't go up because there's not enough food for my blood pressure to go up. The only way your blood pressure go up is you keep on taking in salt 3 meals a day. Taking in salt and sugar all the time, so it brings your blood pressure up. But if you're just having 1 meal per day, or even 2 meals, your blood pressure is not gonna have a chance to go up because there's not enough food in your system for your blood pressure to go up. You know what I'm saying? So I learned that. Wait. Sometimes I slip up and have 2 meals, man. I think, was it yesterday? I haven't had 3 meals in I don't know how long. Yesterday, for the first time, I had 3 meals. Yesterday. 3 meals. You feel me? And then I went back to 2 meals today. Tomorrow we're doing 1 meal because I want to stay healthy, you know what I'm saying? And I want to keep my skin looking young and hydrated. Fasting hydrates your skin. It does. I see my skin. I was taking pictures of it. I was like, damn, my skin looked hella hydrated while I was fasting. You know what I'm saying? And then I started noticing there was less wrinkles around my eye area. And I look younger. And I was like, damn, I'm gonna keep on fasting, man, because it's making me look good. And my weight is under control and everything. But it took me to start fasting to start losing weight. Because I was working out, right? I was working out, but I wasn't losing no weight. I was eating whatever I wanted, but still working out, but I wasn't losing any weight. The moment I cut out breakfast and lunch and I started eating dinner, that's when I started losing the weight. You guys talking about, oh, you losing weight, Kel-Cat? Bro, you losing weight. I'm like, yeah, because I'm only eating dinner. I wait until I wait until like 6 o'clock to have a meal, man. And sometimes I be sitting there hungry like a motherfucker. Like, damn, I want to eat something, And I was like, nah, don't eat nothing right now, man. Wait until 6. Play a video game or something. Keep yourself occupied. Keep yourself busy. You know, go out and fly a sign or something. And keep your mind off of food. You know. And I noticed once I started fasting, that's when my health started to improve. I wasn't slurring no words or nothing like that. At one point, guys, I was slurring my words. That's not good. If you're, if you're slurring your words, you're not in good health. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? If you are slurring your words, you're not in good health. You're in danger of having a heart attack. So I said, damn, just go back to fasting, Kel. You know what I'm saying? You did it before. You had 1 meal per day before it. And I started fasting and my health started to improve. And that's how I like it, man. I want to be in good health. So I say, fuck it. I'm just going to have to starve myself to keep myself in good health. And having 1 meal a day, that's starving yourself. But you're living longer, though. You know what I'm saying? So then after a while, it becomes a lifestyle. So you're going to have to be eating 1 or 2 meals a day for the rest of your life. You can't go back to 3 meals. No, you can't do it. You can't do it. Especially if they're heavy in carbs. See, carbs are the enemy. You feel what I'm saying? Carbs is what keep you fat. Carbs turn to sugar. You know, it keeps the diabetes alive. You know, because I'm a pre-diabetic. So fasting for me is very good. You feel me? And working out too. It's good. Now tomorrow we're going to work out again. I'm going to get up. We're going to do some capoeira. And we're going to do some running. We're going to do both. You know what I'm saying? It's the 4th of July coming up. We got the 4th of July weekend. Tomorrow's Friday. It's the 3rd. 4th of July is on Saturday. So, you know, I'll take a break off of drinking tomorrow night. And then I'll have a drink on the 4th of July. To celebrate the 4th of July and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But I talk about this God shit, man, because a lot of guys, you know, you come around my channel, you know, you start talking that God stuff, and I'm sorry, man. No matter how much you try to butter me up to get me to think about God or to get me believing in your God, you know, I don't believe in your God. I'm sorry. I haven't seen no magical miracles coming from him. You know, like they say in the Bible. Back when God was talking to people back in the day, when God was almighty and powerful, punishing people because they didn't do as he say do. You know, I don't see that no more, man. You know, so I became a non-believer of the God that you guys talk about because I don't see the same things that he was doing in the Bible. You know, I compare those two. I compare the God now, and then I compare the God in the Bible. I compare those two, man. You feel me? I compare those two. And I say, damn, that God in the Bible, he's not the same type of God that's happening right now. You know, the God right now, he a quiet God. He's not ruling nothing. Not with my eyes. I don't see that God in the Bible ruling anything, man. I always trust what my eyes and my ears tell me, man. You feel what I'm saying? If I don't see it, if I don't hear it, I don't believe it. You feel what I'm saying? Take off my shoes. Ugh. Time for me to get some sleep. I'm tired. Really tired. I'm going to sleep early. What time is it? Yeah, it's 9 o'clock. It's time for me to get some sleep. I'm going to be on this for another 20 minutes, man, and I'm done. So I don't see that God in the Bible out here in the real world. I don't. In the Bible, like I said, man, God was running things, man. He was kicking people out of the Garden of Eden. You feel what I'm saying? He kicked what's the name out. You know, let me wipe off my feet before I go to sleep. I'm gonna get some wipes for my feet. He kicked Adam and Eve out of the Garden of Eden, man. That's called demonstrating your power over human beings, man. So I saw, okay, he demonstrated his power over, you know, over Adam and Eve and other human beings. But how come he's not demonstrating his power? How come he's not demonstrating his power over us right now? You feel what I'm saying? That's how it was all made up, because you got a Bible, you got a God that's in the Bible. He's totally different from the God that's right now that don't say nothing. Like I said, in the Bible, he was very outspoken. He punished people for not doing his deeds. He punished Adam and Eve. He punished Abraham. You know what I'm saying? He punished Solomon. He punished all those motherfuckers, bro. You know, he punished the whole entire world by sending a flood with Noah's Ark and shit like that. You know, he was just punishing people. He was reigning over motherfuckers. But that's not the type of God I see right now, though. I see a quiet God that don't say nothing, that don't come out of the sky and talk to people. I see a God that's not saying anything, just sitting back, letting the world just, everything take its course. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just wiping off my feet before I lay down with a wet wipe. You know what I'm saying? I don't see anything, man. I gotta get me some toe clippers. My fucking toes are getting long. The fucking toenails are getting long and shit. You feel what I'm saying? So you got two different personalities going on. You got one powerful God that's punishing everybody. If you even breathe wrong, he will punish you, man. He was reigning over human beings. He threw Adam and Eve out of the Garden of Eden because they disobeyed him. So he punished them by throwing them out. Hey, you can't come back here no more. You can't come back to the Garden of Eden no more. But we don't see that nowadays. We don't see him punishing some of the world leaders for saying some stupid shit or disobeying him and shit like that. Humans nowadays, they do what they want to do. They fornicate, they pass on diseases, they murder, they steal, they rob, and your God is nowhere to be found. That's what I'm saying. But in the Bible, if you did any of that, he was there to punish you, man. I'm talking about he fucking will reign over you and punish you. Throw you out of the Garden of Eden, or he would send a flood. Remember the Noah's Ark, right? And that story it don't make no sense. So you mean to tell me that God was upset at the whole entire world for disobeying him and acting bad on the planet? He wanted to get rid of all the bad people on the planet. But did it really work though? No, it didn't. Bad people came back and they were worse than before. So it didn't work. Whatever like flood he sent to kill all the bad people, it didn't work. And plus it wasn't going to work anyway because Satan the devil is still alive. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, how is the bad going to go away when you got a bad angel on the loose? You feel what I'm saying? Satan the devil is still alive, so it's kind of counterproductive, right? It's kind of like I gotta like save a sinking ship full of holes, but I'm gonna go and make sure I plug up all the holes, right? You know what I'm saying? Make sure I plug up all the holes and make sure it doesn't sink. You know what I'm saying? But you got somebody else like coming behind you, unplugging the hose. So it's kind of counterproductive. You feel what I'm saying? If you wanted to get rid of evil, you gotta destroy Satan the devil himself too. If you want to get rid of evil, you can't say, oh, I'm going to send a flood and kill everybody, but I'm going to leave Satan alive, even though he's the root of all evil and he does bad things and shit like that. You know, Satan the devil is the root of all evil. So for you to kill all the human beings, but don't kill Satan the devil, Satan the devil, he gonna keep on doing bad shit. When new people arrive on the earth, he gonna keep on doing bad shit. So it's kind of counterproductive. You feel what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense to me. It's like the root of all evil is Satan the devil. Kill him. Don't kill the human beings, man. Don't send a flood and flood the whole entire earth and murder everybody on the planet because they don't agree with you, the way you see things. They don't agree with what you know what I'm saying? They don't agree with you. So you're gonna send a flood to kill everybody? But then Satan the devil is still on the loose, causing havoc and mayhem. See, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense. The Bible stories are way too inconsistent. You know what I'm saying? I find holes in that shit all the time. You feel what I'm saying? I find holes in that shit all the time. You feel me? It's like, okay, very inconsistent Bible. You feel what I'm saying? You know. Hold on, guys. I gotta wash this. Get me some another. Give me another wet wipe. I gotta wipe my other foot off. You feel what I'm saying? So it don't make sense to me. Then the Bible stories and especially how long the Bible been around. The Bible has only been around for about 15 to 2,000 years. You know what I'm saying? Hold on one second. Shit. The Bible has only been around for only 15 to 2,000 years. Okay, like we was around way before the Bible. That's something that the Bible thumpers they don't really tell you is that the Bible is only a few thousand years old. We've been around for over 300,000 years, human beings. So where was the Bible all them years? You feel what I'm saying? That's the question they can't really answer. They don't know. They like, all they're going to do is preach what they've been taught, right? You know, all they're going to do is preach what they've been taught. They never was taught anything else but just to believe in what people are telling you. That's all they've been taught. Like the preachers and shit, they're going to teach you what they've been taught. You feel what I'm saying? They're going to preach. They're going to teach you what they've been taught their whole entire life. But nobody has taught them to look outside the box and be like, and ask questions like, wait a minute, that don't make sense in my head what you've been telling me right now. You feel what I'm saying? You know, whatever you've been saying to me right now, it don't make any sense. So I ask questions like, hold on, if God is going to send a flood and murder everybody, why not murder Satan the devil too? He was the guy who had Adam and Eve, you know what I'm saying, eat from the tree of knowledge and good. You feel what I'm saying? He was the one that tricked everybody into eating off that tree. And, you know, and you're gonna punish like Adam and Eve, but you didn't punish Satan the devil. He did punish Satan the devil. He cast him onto the earth with human beings. Really, listen how that shit sounds though, bro. He Satan the devil to come live with us on earth. That was his punishment. He was kicked out of heaven to live out here and you know what I'm saying, with us. Does that sound like a loving God to you? Does it? Does it sound like a loving God that would send Satan the devil to live with us here on earth? No, that don't sound like a loving God. That sounds like an evil God. Because Satan the devil has supposed to been destroyed like long time ago. But then you got the Jehovah's Witness talking about, yeah, Satan the devil, he will be destroyed in the end. Matter of fact, they said that he'll be thrown into the abyss for like 1,000 years. And then God's going to release him again and see what he going to do. It's stupid. For real, that's what the Jehovah's Witnesses, they believe. They believe eventually in the end, Satan the devil will be destroyed. But I'm like, damn, why you wait like 300,000 years to destroy this nigga? Why not destroy this nigga now? You know what I'm saying? So the stuff don't make no sense. I said, forget about it, man. To me, in my head, if it doesn't make sense, I'm not going to believe it. I'm sorry. It's just like in my head, it has to make sense. If you're going to tell me a story, you know, it got to make sense in my head, and you got to have receipts. Because if you don't have no receipts saying something you know, if we don't have no receipts to prove that what you say is true, I'm not going to believe it. To me, there's not enough receipts to say that God exists. You say God exists, but there's no receipts. A Bible is not good enough. That was only written 2,000 years ago. I did my homework, man. I looked it up. I Googled it, man. You know what I'm saying? I started digging back in 2007 and 8 when I was living with my ex-girlfriend. I started digging about the Jehovah's Witnesses and everything, and the churches. Okay, I started doing my homework, and you know what I'm saying, because I wanted to know for sure what I was studying. You know, what I was praising, who I was bowing down to. A God that really truly loved me, or am I bowing down to something that don't exist? To me, if something doesn't talk back to you and it doesn't respond to you, to me, it doesn't exist. Because then you're just talking to nobody, really. You know what I'm saying? If something doesn't talk back to you, it don't exist. If something is there, but you can't, like, see, it's like They say, oh, God exists, but you can't see him. He's invisible. I'm like, really? Really? He's invisible. Really? It don't sound like a good God to me. A real good God will expose himself. No homo. But he would definitely show himself to the world. Like, I am your leader. He would come out of the clouds and tell everybody, I am your leader. You got to do as I say do, or you all will be destroyed. Just like that. Just like he did with the Noah and the ark. When everybody's acting bad on the earth, what'd he do? He destroyed everybody. He sent the flood and killed everybody, man. Meaning that I am reigning over you, and if you don't do as I say, I will send another flood your way. That's how I know it ain't true, man, because people are acting bad right now, man, and he ain't sending no flood. You know what I'm saying? People are acting crazy right now as ever. There's a whole lot of murder, a whole lot of chaos, a whole lot of sinning. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers are still fornicating. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers are still having babies outside of wedlock. You feel what I'm saying? And we don't see no flood no more, man. What happened to the flood? You're supposed to kill everybody because they're not doing as you say do. So for that to happen only one time in humanity, that let me know that something is up. Because it only happened one time. Really? Like the flood only happened one time. It didn't happen no more. But bad people came back again. If you killed everybody on the planet, I'm about to end this live soon because I gotta go to sleep. But if you killed everybody, let me tell you something. And that the word got out, I think a lot of people will be acting better. Like don't act stupid because God, he'll send another flood. I'm telling you, he'll murder everybody. Everybody be on their best behavior, man. If that really happened. You know what I'm saying? Because the story get out real quick. Hey, remember, God sent a flood and killed everybody because they was disobeying him. You feel what I'm saying? So nah, man. People are still acting wild. People are still acting crazy. People are still disobeying God, your so-called God and stuff like that, man. And it's been like that for years. When did the flood come out? It was like before Christ. It was BC, right? The flood happened like shortly after Adam and Eve died or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? So that was like many, many moons ago. That was like, man, that was like thousands and thousands of years ago. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't believe in God no more, man. I stopped believing because I started becoming more of an evidence guy. Evidence first. Then I started believing in God. I mean, I stopped believing in God, man. Because I believe in evidence first, receipts and stuff like that. When somebody tells me something exists, I need to have receipts. I need to have proof, evidence that it does exist. You feel what I'm saying? In a Bible that was written 2,000 years ago, it's not enough evidence for me. I'm sorry. I need to see a voice talking. I need to see God come out of the clouds and talk like he used to back in the day in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? I need to see some of that. And until I see some of that, I'm not a believer no more. You feel what I'm saying? Until I see God come out of the clouds and talk to people like he used to, I don't believe. And with that, I'm going to sleep. You guys have a good night. I'll talk to you in the morning. All right, peace. Happy 4th. Happy 4th of July. I'm out.